Now, the nationwide protests, which are a group of concerned Nigerians on the platform of the Take It Back movement, seems almost inevitable at this point. Barring unforeseen circumstances that plan peaceful resistance to hunger and perceived economic mismanagement of the Bola Tinubu government will commence tomorrow, August the 1st, across the states of the Federation. In the build-up to it, various stakeholders have appealed for reason to prevail, both on the part of the would-be protesters and the government. But why does it appear that the Nigerian government is hell-bent on stopping or controlling this protest? And what can be done to make civil protests peaceful in Nigeria? Well, for that and more, we are now being joined by Lawrence Alobi, a retired Commissioner of Police. Good day and welcome to Newsday.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us, sir. Now, welcome to the show. Now, it seems that the federal government's posturing is to stop this protest and to prevent it from happening. However, some are arguing that it is the duty of the government to make sure that the protests go on and they remain peaceful, and it's the duty of the police, not the military, to ensure that the protests are peaceful and the protesters are protected. Now, do you agree with this?
Yeah, you see, the police is the principal agency in terms of law and order and internal security, the principal agency. And the Latin maxim says that each Jew society, each society be Jews. That where there is society must be law. And when laws, every modern government must enact laws. The National Assembly enact laws. And those laws, that government must establish institutions that enforce those laws. Because without law, the society will collapse. And therefore, the police, which is the principal agency, and other security agencies, of course, have a role to ensure that law and order is being maintained. Section 40 of the Nigerian Constitution as amended provides that citizens have a right to peacefully assemble, to express themselves. You see, peaceful demonstration and civil protest is a feature of democracy, where the citizens add their views on social, economic, and political development and security in the country to enable the government, the governing, to know the feelings of the citizens. So protest is, by our constitution, is a constitutional right. But then, like I said, Section 40 says peacefully. And then this right is not absolute, in the sense that Section 45B also provides that this right can be violated or denied on certain conditions in defense of security, public safety and law and order, public morality and public health, and also to protect the rights and freedom of other citizens and love and property of other citizens. Hence, the law says, like the operational word is peacefully. They have the right to protest, but they don't have the right to cause violence. You see, some of us erroneously believe that violence is the best way of achieving our goals or rights. Not at all. Violence is a beastly attitude for the animals. If you throw a bone to two dogs, they will fight. But if you give a bone to two morally developed and cultured persons, they will share based on love and equity and fairness. So I think the Nigerian citizens, the police have a duty under Section 4 of the Police Act to protect life and property, maintain law and order, prevent crime, and also ensure that law and order is being maintained, and ensure a free passage along the public roads and public highways. If any protester or protest will impede on these rights of their citizens, of course the police cannot fold their hands and watch. The IG has already said that they will cooperate, and they appeal to the protesters to cooperate with the police. And one of the ways they can cooperate with the police is that there should be rules of engagement. And the police have rules of engagement, the leaders of protesters should also give the rules of engagement and code of conduct. You will not infringe other people's right. You will not use violence. You will not bear any arm or provoke any violence because of you carrying out this protest. Because you don't have to provoke the police by either stoning the police or throwing missiles, or carrying machete, or carrying arm. Going armed in a public place is a criminal offense. Maybe some people don't know. It's a criminal offense. So if you carry any weapon, a machete, a dagger, a firearm, whether local or lethal weapon, or either prohibited, bomb action, for instance, they are prohibited firearms. So anybody who bears arms in a public place commits an offense, even if you don't use it. So the police have a duty to protect life and property. The IG has also said that the commander should take control, take charge. That is, he should police these protesters and peaceful protests in a very professional manner. Professional manner in the sense that you should apply, the law should prevail. You don't use unnecessary force, brute force, but you apply emotional intelligence, applying persuasion. Persuasion in the sense that you first of all proclaim the words of proclamation to the crowd, to the protesters. There are two either long or short. Let them, that is persuasion, let them know that what they are doing is an offense, because the law is no excuse. But the police will do one thing that is very necessary in democratic dispensation. Because some of these people can just be recruited to join the protest without they knowing the implication of that protest. So the police will now say, warn you, in the name of Mr. President, all persons gathered here are going to go to disperse peacefully and go about the lawful business. Persons who disobey this order will be dispersed. Force will be used to disperse them. What short one said, go home in peace, or force will be forced be used on you. So these are one of the cautionary what the police have to let the public know, that when they become violence, when they provoke violence themselves, the police are there to maintain law and order.
Allow me to interrupt.
They're not there to brutalize it.
Allow me to interrupt for the sake of time. It seems that panic is at an all-time high. We have witnessed the government and traditional rulers, etc., go into a resistance campaign, hoping to stop the youth from any type of violence, as you have described. But do you think it's working? Are they communicating with the youth in a language that they understand? Do you anticipate that this will have less individuals participating in the protests tomorrow, or could this just backfire?
Our children and youth should not be heedless. Heedlessness is a person who does not listen to counsel and advice. Our parents have a parental role. The government is there to counsel. Mr. President is the president with the listening ear. He has said, okay, appeal to them, please don't protest, because the consequence of it could be hijacked. I was in service. I was in charge of federal operations. In fact, during Mr. Oshomole's labor unrest, we be able to control so a lot of protests. But the youths of this country should know that the future of this country is in their hands. If today is damaged, their future will be bleak. So they should try to sustain a peaceful environment where they can inherit and then enjoy a peaceful government in the future. And they should have listening ears. You see, why did God do this? That you can close your eyes with your eyes, close your mouth with your mouth, but cannot close your ear with your ear. You must listen to good counsel at all times. So you should not be heedless. You should listen to counsel of the parents, of the government, of their leaders. Leaders are there to counsel them, let them know what the right path. They shouldn't be like sheep without shepherd. They are being shepherded in the right direction, how to conduct themselves for the overall interest of the country, for the peace of the country. Because the country, you see, Section 24 of the Constitution provides that every young citizen, whether old or young, youth or adult, has a constitutional duty to maintain law, to assist the country in maintaining law and order. But in this country, we are concerned about our rights. I know that the government has appealed. The government says taking necessary action to ameliorate the problem, to solve the problem. Let us have a listening ear. Patience is a virtue. God, virtue, you see, and life is also a level of service. We have to render service to our country. I always treasure the words of John Kennedy, who told Americans, every American should not think what he or she can do for what America can do for him or her. Every American should think of what he or she can do for America to make America a great nation. That patriotic spirit to serve your country. To serve your country, to contribute to the well-being of your country. In your community, what are you doing? Either to brutalize, to cheat, to extort, or to even our leaders. Our leadership is about to empower the people. Job creation, wealth creation, to empower the people, give a sense of belonging and have a listening ear. So it is both the citizens and the government. The government that they should be accountable to the citizens. And the government should know that they should listen to the people. And now that the government has appealed, when somebody appeals to you, it means that's empathy and compassion. So you're obligated to listen. In fact, like the life is based on principle of reciprocity. The government have said we are prepared to listen. The citizens also should listen. That's what must have a listening ear. Both the government and the citizens should have a listening ear.
Thank you.
And you see, we should not feel that every in the family,
yes,
children need something.
Yes,
the parent tell, okay, be patient. I'll provide.
Thank you, sir. No,
but on the final note, I don't know. Are you rounding up?
Yeah, sorry. So we have to round up. We're running out of time.
I want to appeal on the ongoing constitutional amendment. Section 217 the Constitution provides that the military armed forces should be equipped and maintained to effectively maintain and ensure that they carry out they protect the territorial integrity of Nigeria, our sovereignty and so forth. But there's a lacuna.
Okay.
But internal security is more challenging.
Okay. Thank you.
We have neighbors. The constitution.
Mr. Alobi, I have to thank you very much for joining us today on Newsday. Thank you very much.